a check akra and I'm in di nkomo ana edi kan. Sabre no na we school. A wo hwe Fort Valley University a okoye no a. Osesa awards mako nsia. Ba kwa na ewo mu overall best student. And I'm so my America televisions ni na HAC no ene ne interview. In fact, at the age of 28, and I obey a doctor. Uhuna on assuming, but doing so much for his country and for America. Brain drain no. Say bit me draining it na bagana there. Honse me ba bedi ho enkomo. Dr. Eric Pope, emakwaba.
Unia, yami shira, meda asenso.
Empombo ko de.
Yami adom.
Me kai sa di we say me hu no
Fort Valley.
Yes, I Abra Ogi award.
Yeah.
And yeah, but you've done so well.
Medase.
How has it been at your age? Yes, say bia be kan ho hwe time a wonya obo doctorate na dia enfie ni bebre ba be kan ho. Na you refer to you as a doctor. Unse Ghana had ya na ye pe doctor ye pe tintin be macho bi na fusu. How does it feel? Do people see you and be like, I'm a doctor?
Most people see, Bebre, no, I can say they will see you and recognize you as Akorabi. Make I say last 2 years, yes, yeah, or you can say East Legon area, Hono, before say you bidding come last 2 years, me call ministry ho, echo ye meeting be.
Okay.
Now we go inside, me mo department no. Omo panyin ba ko bizane ho say na akora ben na yasuma na ba. So oni ye made nkomo yi. Until oko online ko Google ade bi kakra na ho say so on yakora. No. On say ya understanding no. Ya na ye bibia but so far no me believe in one thing say nimdie obi anim. Unimbi menimbi. Into humility no. Anything it will be ground recognized you say you're doctor. The important thing is a kwan ben so na obetumi afa so na di nkomo aboa no ana ono so aboa in life. To answer your question no, sometimes underestimation no ni underrating no do so because wow here me no eti here come church abesi eda ye ko heaven no yakopon mre because from man fire na ye ko ya rapture ye ni wait bia but so far na dey nkakra
all right, let me state here say the doctor no we say doctors are also you are doctor of way. Ono ne de no we sua abefo nimdia e friend technology asua kwa animu ne tech giants e wa America any we ase e na ye adwuma and we sua de no enti na bodin no in technology na wa build on one kasa a lot of niema essay yedi enkomo na yehwese de niema etie. But let's start from here. Ghana, your readiness for tech revolution at saying or share the way we are say echo
right
after COVID buy. I mean some munye sky mo amoko IT no because COVID no untimi kwa adwuma if you have to work from home. But IT everywhere you are you can work.
Right.
Revolution no is Ghana really ready?
I would say Ghana is ready because number one where is here akra baby ye din komo ye by GPS direct ye moving kakra. But the question to retake your question no readiness no as in infrastructure or as in human form. Human form no resource wise no. You see so many great guys out here, software engineers, security, they are ready. But infrastructure wise no. And I make say you're ready papa. Because my mama one example. On say who use Google Map. To me the baby recently a year for the support. So who you know the but the question is, what infrastructure are we building to accommodate that? Because OBLA Foundation which is Google, right? Almost satellite no spent years to capture the whole world and build the diameter, build the coding infrastructure and all those. What you need is resources, human form no munim no to sit and say okay, you put two things in place from here to there. And you're ready from human resource point of view, but you're ready from infrastructure point of view. Infrastructure no be say yeti hey, you enjoy a full breeze, we are kama, right? Technology no be ne sa solar system na aba no.
Yeah.
Nimdeɛ no wɔ hɔ from human resource, but infrastructure no wɔ he. Yɛ ma natural resource na sɛ kwa, which is awia no bɔkwa. So sanka obi, and I'm saying obi as in being a government or NGOs and stuff. Meaning say you can say solar no be blah. But yɛn nkrɔfoɔ na yɛte ha no, people know they know how to go about with it, but they need the infrastructure to use it to make what it is. Indeed, yeah, already I would say 50% from human resource, but infrastructure wise, you know, any here more.
But maybe Google our point yet to know. You think it will be when you travel outside now you see Google it looks like the feel is different compared to Ghana who you see Google. America say me bad, they penny using Empire Ways. Ways, you know, will give you reports as an accident yes you find so you block a crime way like it's a more detail compared to the general Google. No?
Right.
What do you think Ghana can we do anything you bet me they modify Google not to suit us because we are on them Kumasi abete or say to Bolivar okay kaki can you be or say to Bolivar no na so be see a canon.
Right.
So how do we foundation
right
quite many between us.
On say Kofi akwa say wanye mo ba
Digari we gari a yɛde nkateɛ ɛwɔ asikyire mereche niema nyinaa de afra de aka wa ene sɛ wodi nsuo begum kɛkɛ atre nso kora wɔ mu bie so a wotre atre no mu ana kyɛ sɛ wodi anum sɛ ya na wona wodi kɔ no digari say taxi drivers ne papa trotro drivers no so sa isisika anum ti kom de no wa yɛ adwuma no ntimi nyina onya pie water hwegu so a gona ɔna ɔkɔ no wa me wo abrochire a wokɔ Amazon a ɛyɛ di royal wokɔ di royal so type abon say Amazon e be yi ama yɛ wɔ different types yɛ wɔ gari olonka kra ho gari size a no yɛmfa bibia mfraye ɛne de ya mixing nyina no benya bi ɛne nti kɔ Amazon na kɔ hwɛ ba Ghana ha de friend na yen deliver bi emfa emma oba bi a wo bia
as in enyim ne de da ho doctor aka say onyim e bia bosom ba ko ana mienu but process a oba no be fam obeko hospitals obeye we till 9 months no be so even delivery time no doctors and medical folks no omo ho ahokekan be ma corona ba no enu bi na ye ka ho asem Google for say I've made it easier for you guys to detect where you are. But then, okay, America no, kai say first no, ni esu map, and I need the driver. Paper so. Google building infrastructure no. They took great engineers from the human side to sit down and put things in place into number one. Now, if you be our address, we will be here the same. You can say before so be see a dance hano. Omube puti address crowd so Americans and what's what I know to make sure say it's in line with the community and the city no infrastructure. So stuff like that no. Google say me no the media amount me the infrastructure you can say foundation amount. It say baby away and omuba be sit down. It's up to you the government, it's up to you the rural paying or whoever it is to just say okay, what address system are we putting down for this particular location? You put it, okay, Yamai Hanum 203 as address. Now, then it's up to, because Americans have IT folks, albino IT folks who are picking this base stuff. And then they feed it into a database. Now, when you feed it in the database, now that database, no any Google infrastructure, no kwako kasa. I'm talking technically right now. Yeah, well, end-to-end communication and because so the Google system will think, oh, Udru ha now is 503 because Hana 503 will be the two database no more are connected yet. But what you say? It's no Google amount set up no.
Okay.
But it's up to you to bring the human resource, the great minds, those guys, and we have the software engineers here. We have the IT folks here, and not Ghana Hakra in the diaspora. So many of them build a data warehouse system. Right, that data warehouse system is capturing information about our infrastructure. It's no nipa we kofi at 203, koku at 204. Kofi asini dan wo ha, say. Then you map all those things into the database. And your rocket science is pretty very simple thing.
Okay.
Until no America no. First map no release here no. I was in the US. Sometimes location say Biobeka say ya no do akwa see nim kakra. And then the engineers were like it's not precise. So then they started modifying the code. The Google I any the whole, but then they start modifying it in terms of making sure say exact right. And guess what? First, now it was a little bit difficult to find some of the stores, and it was a little bit difficult to even see a ramp or her. Okay. But once see USA maps corner say what a ramp so a catch was there any ramp? Okay, yes, that data is being collected. Okay. Right? Okay. A catch was a police detection or her. Did you see any police, whatever? Now I captured that information and gradually, the engineers
to build
it. But initially, something has to be set up, which is the baseline infrastructure from technology, which Google for and Nubiana to me dibama kurasi wo amafie e wo sebi wo right Google catch was a coin in here but as to send your kono ofa kumase and alcofa takrade na koye and alka until that information is up to us as Ghana for to have a system in place whereby we will feed in that things to tell Google system this is saying it here. And don't forget, it's not just a system now my building it's an artificial intelligence. And the more now we feed in and say, the best route it captures it, now I store. Next time I'll be for hobium, no update it. Sanity, infrastructure wise, that is what it is. We need to be able to have the human resource to be able to do that. And here. So it means make an address system. Yeah. The address system will help map things. Once you go easily gonna address more, right? Yeah. So it's easier for Google to show you say Kofi down with her, away down with her, and things like that, right? So that's what we need.
But Ghana, Ghana Post GPS, launch here. Was that not a way of complementing Google?
Right. Ghana Post GPS, gives you answer young bisa say udano esihen way meaning say
address ankasa digital address.
Yeah. Digital address is a form of indication, but the question becomes free digital address now, how do we know say you are not there anymore? Okay. Digital address secondly is a landmark. Okay. Into mid see ha is 2 West 225 West, whatever, that is the landmark. It's a landmark, but does it really mean say plot now Kofi toy? And I need any system that is the exact place.
How say Oboshema that issue has come up. Say Ghana card data na collecting how ne house address ne shim na follow. They be kopumo, they be for but
and you know the interesting thing, Ghana card is a good thing, but memory reservation. When I had opportunity to speak to some of young paying for and say, you can say passport, Ghana passport, your driver's license, your voter's ID, your Ghana card, and I think say you
birth set.
We are gathering all this data now. Why don't we consolidate it? Let me give you another thing I found out about Ghana. Me Ghana card, Once I made the message to Toso.
Yeah, biometrics.
Biometrics. Me call register me MTN.
Your data for.
So the question is, how do we authenticate say this particular person is the same? Because in USA me acquire my driver's license or my fingerprint, right? Emerson some years ago, me citizenship, they did not. A fingerprint
is in one pool.
Strangely,
I had NC for mobile SIM registration data and a Ghana card for one so keep one so the Ghana card the no under Interior Ministry.
Okay.
And we mo the near and as a communication and you know obi akura ne deal. As it stands now, it is not as if say you use biometrics now you take your Ghana card home.
Right.
At the match biometrics I'll take here for NCA for SIM registration.
Right.
No, obi ade enko.
Right. And
So,
that is a problem. Because you know what? The most powerful thing in this world right now is data. Obia, and I mean data, I'm not talking about MTN, Tigo data. I mean information, right?
Okay.
Information, being it in a raw form, in a structured form, in unstructured, whatever, no, very, very powerful. When you segregate it, it brings problem. Think about it. Time Facebook, Instagram, no. Did they ask you to do anything on Instagram again? They linked because they knew.
They say what you use back when they log in.
Right. That is how data consolidation is. And you know, ya wo akwara to Ghana, ye je eda ya wo no, na ya manu birth certificate na asefo. Na ya bisa ne maame ne papa baby omotie. Those are the initial things you need. Unya je sa de no wia, where do we save it?
True Green Foods, se wo pe Ghana aduane adi ewa akwantuo mu a wunya yade ewo mu a. Ene ne True Green Foods. Nuane a moka dia obrekire nyina no, eya order True Green Foods for edi ni bi. Eno na starch wo mu ne carbohydrate no wo mu aye free and it good for health. Ema unya diabetes ene sugar conditions bia ebe boa wo amwanyi ache. Omo wo True Green Foods, omo wo fufuo banku tioza afi eba koko ene food a carbohydrate wo mu no, wo type won ti kopa bi. Sesia na entiamwa wo mo America order na yemfa emerald.
Ghana dey na go paper so.
O go paper so. Ehoi ehwie.
Like I say
Ashe. Sikana ashe. Yeah, sikana ashe. But that's the problem. And way saving it, it gives people the opportunity to manipulate the data.
Yeah, and it's good news for people like Capito because they are corrupt. And you know they like it that way. But you're corrupt, no. We want it so that we'll be able to weed out the corrupt guys.
You know, one funny thing, and I don't remember, I can't say either NDC, MPP, CPP, whatever for numbers. What's the first, no? Utu kwan now ba, say green paper, no. Immigration form. Now, if you crash, we are not edit that form. When I was saying, say, why don't we put it on a computer to make it easier for us to avoid all this loss of data? I may buy. I want to say, I'm for green no more. They put it or be immigration personnel no be no. They put it on you can say on his computer. But then another thing that I would like them to know is that what happens to that data now? Of course, the background check. Most of that data that people are giving may be false, right? So then it also makes our data not accurate. So what we need to do is Ghana card na abaya, including any other thing. You have one system that we can refine it. Also, there's no perfect system, and the way what refining about papa kakra. But one thing that is very important is they shouldn't ignore the importance of passport. Because passport is that data na Bruni ajiatum to identify Nipakrowe, including Ghana for. Ghana card there, say nam Yekrum Hane, some of the African countries, you know. I'm sure say to me if Ghana card could do American embassy so they took few. But passport on budget. Because that data links up to you. So now we have passport, now we have Ghana card. Let's consolidate them. And when you're rocket science, and one thing I would like the government, being a current or future government to understand is that outsourcing of data, of technology infrastructure to young foreign people. No? I'm not saying say America, capital one, Google for India, China, Israel for no. They work for them. But let me give you the caveat. When you let someone come and work for you, the first thing you should understand is whoever is directing them, I was so nim I didn't know who him there.
Okay.
Your building covered up.
Useless.
Good. Now, So COVID app, no, whoever maybe was leading that COVID app, no, on him saying he build the app, maybe it's a problem. But then we need someone to what do you call it? Understand the any panel building. No. The problem is the moment we get our database, you know, is very dangerous. So we build these systems. We use international folks to build the system. We don't provision security around that. No more release it. Now, when they send the contract new jai, that's a person your bonia. They have an endpoint to your database. And you know, then they can put security threats on you. Say one for we are the malware better so the hack your system, and you'll be forced to do that. The Ghanaian guys here have the skills to do the same thing. We are calling for Ghanaians in the diaspora to come. Skillful people are there. They know what they are doing. Let them build the system, and then let them maintain. Problem is you build it, you maintain it because we outsource people.
Then say, could you believe, sir, there is only one foreigner, one country, one foreigner who is taking, in fact, who is fixing meters.
Okay.
Sir, a prepaid meters.
Right.
Just one person, the whole Ghana. And you move from one point to the other. And it's a meter, any challenger. This is a drew or side hole. And in Nebasa, ECU just come and leave a note. Say, or more, say, fault or we know. So they will work on it.
Right.
Now, until that foreigner, Bruni be on a software, no, or they buy. On a ye bibiano. This will chia bedroom station. So now feed your honor. Now what na over time or they fix area. No, I no so outsource it. It's quite challenging. But
outsource me is fine because every idea me taking me 1 year to do. Na say obi wo now be Ghana and or Nigeria and or India or China whatever. Na me outsourcing is good. But the point is, I'm not outsourcing you to have a full control of the system. I'm outsourcing you to provision access to you. Two things. It's you know, says yeah, KOFI provision access to Eric say, camera when kwan obet me assume. Wama access to this camera, but KOFI fear honu nyina you will bear 35 different cameras. But only this camera. And it says yeah, also see more develop here. Let's outsource in such a way, say, Senipano be developer. He is just a developer. Or throw code anywhere, and I saw application here, or checking into this. Server when you are there to so, infrastructure when you are there to so. KOFI, and yet, make an one, or better never be able to say, where the kunta, and your rocket science.
Very simple.
Very, very simple. Say, Obi Onima Deno is leading those people. And he is provisioning the access to those people. So at the end of the day, if depending on the access level na nipano be wono, eno be wie, oye na juma wie, what else? What revoking access no? Enti wokwa ubi bibia wo ho. And the last part of the reason why a system we mu nyina your readiness no from infrastructure ni yan say we don't think about maintenance. What you say? Unipa kura wo ho no. Say u maintain ho, ukọ checkups, u didi ye we. The same way applies to the technology that we build. It's in our own maintaining system. Because if Facebook buy, say 90 say.
Yeah, 90 say.
Assessor.
Yeah.
Google buy 90 say. Assessor. TikTok, nena say for no bibiano.
Yeah.
Assessor. So how do we?
So
maintain?
we as a country, we also need to find a way. I bet to me, I'm maintaining, I improve. I say yeah, the net to say yeah. Instead of fine tuning it, that is a challenge. But let me move straight into something interesting. Ghana have PayPal in here, Juma.
Right.
The reason is blacklisted Ghana. And PayPal and a lot of things don't work here. Say, but say all transfer is free Ghana. Na what is back Ghana apart from the normal ones where you transfer into a bank account and I say you transfer in onto your phone. No, liberal system to say American friends saying cash app, and PayPal no. It's been difficult, so when you and going into the cashless economy system, no,
right?
Those are the things that we need.
Yes.
The good news is, Uber to me a course. Go on iOS and I say Android Play Store, hono. Now download Lolly Cash. Lolly Cash. na and home command never be this year. It's a new wave, especially Ghana near over America. Any state I was no, it is the best thing for you. The home command it is something he has come up with, and we felt this news needs to go everywhere. Say, Ghana need be able to me. I download this app now where you see your transaction easily. Wallet when?
Me wallet share. Mami
Okay. Okay, so this is his wallet. On wallet, card we share. Americana, and or $100 and also share side her. And so this is a wallet. This wallet, emunesika wo. Into be sika na dia trade. Ube sika no card ne wo ha. Ube tumi yi card na dia trade. Everything like this, and why in a virtual? Why no? In an app form where say me sika wo ha me yidi ama statue and kasisia. All I need is I have this wallet on my phone. Into the here ne say me send the sika no e dey go Ernest wallet mo. That is what he has designed, and it's so amazing. Sika no so udru to say we America say now kwa kotade say you scan and pay. That app no you just scan pa no wetuaka. So this wallet that you are seeing here, I no, why a genuine wallet bia boundary bia enim. Obetumi dia send sika e bia wo ba go school. Opese utua ne fees and how many sika bi de to no ho a with lolly cash and one say from all lolly cash app no transfer sika no on account no.
Malata African Market. Wa New York Bronx na wo pe Ghana ye mba yire bi no wanu wade adi. Bia na wo pe Ghana ye ntoma ana Ghana ye soft drinks ahodo ebi ana empo wo pe toma oba Ghana de ebi de gu asenimu Ghana mpaboa Ghana kente ni nyina Malata African Market ukọ a ubenya ni nyina ebi ewo ho eni nti wo bronze na wo pe Ghana ne ma to a ko Malata African Market.
Transfer from this account to this one to transfer na dia to na we ehun nya so ko use kana kura no app no na onu so use. What brought about this idea? Lolly cash.
LLICASH.
Mentuma na mo swear ya muja L ba ko. Once about.
LLICASH.
And Lolly cash. CCI or iOS and Android na download abra yedi nkomo na just have it and you will love it. And what brought about the idea? I know say what the top up buy say Ghana for and Nigeria for Nigeria na who so mu use papa Nigeria movies, Ghana movies, movies so I say we download do TV so now we use the share movies.
Right.
Then you came up with Hookeme. I know man for watching guests. You were and now this one so amazing.
Yes.
This wallet on our phone.
Yeah. On say me papa nyame fa ne krasi o yare no na me send sika ama no ntim na me yusu ye apps ya ye de send sika ba fie bi ebeti mobile money so and then me send ye no order kolebu but mo mu hia scan Friday that time no unfortunately na almost say MTN network no problem kakraba ho and I tried different avenues not just and of course weekends na bank and so nim ye bank Ghana bank and be weekends right it papa isu da kolebu and I was like I did we pa there can't we have any other means where obi betumi ensa kasika se bank kura nya adwuma and I say of course MTN system Tigo system Vodafone system technology so anything can happen nipa no so sabet me akasika no now what to me a process it because when you have one system or two system in place it creates monopoly, right? So I was thinking from the angle say me papa na this challenge at this time there could be 10 20 30 people at that time almost so ebi omu here to do some major transactions and the second reason was COVID ya wo hai who see this one whom we see this one abusuafo nyina we see this way na bibini na o chena COVID ukopiem wo US and Canada. The question becomes, we see this no search obotum. Didn't know bit this ukosisa. Now how about say African store?
Canada crowd do Canada 26 cities. I stand to be corrected over. My name outside no. Changing from say $1 to pound easy, pound to dollar. This one, but cities to
right. Right.
It becomes difficult.
And because now they call. It's aside that I was asking so many questions. Aside my papa situation, no, which it becomes domestic one, internationally no so no. So obi tu kwan. Na so wo currency bi one ho a eye ebia me de Ghana there because Ghana na free. Ekodru ho a sasika no chese hu nimfa so bi until say wa back. So why can't we have a system? Se mesika no wo wallet ni mu because the same demonstration now here with the wallet no. Physical cash no wo me wallet mu. E na me matu kwan. Akwakopi obi manso. Ababi a lolly cash here adwuma ho. Eteno aden na mentumi use me mesika na ehye me bottom no aka the virtual wallet no. Enfan to ade. All what the other person will need ne say obe download the app no. It is enfan say Canada na or app no bia. Me send this kana man na me wo Canada no. The money is in my cedis currency. Ono no sabe kasika na it will be converted into Canadian dollars. Very simple. What I say. So be atena ba bia ye bibi say me wo US and Kofi wo Canada na Kofi afre ni nua wo Ghana ha. Ankwan kofo bia so na nipa na tumi apeke phone na. Then we should have a way around it. That was the evolution of Lolly Cash. And I'll give credit to Waunia Magra Heaven. So aside on I was trying to have 1 or 2 transactions with Magra Heaven, 1 or 2 bimwa or Buan Crofobim, including myself. And then that one also, the only means and possible was PayPal. So the charges on that was really high. It's in the end, I'm catching and say, Bosu, I do we need the market cambo mono. There's a need for some change. And then I think say I don't have to wait for anyone. Probably me na me who yes, so I have to make that change happen. That started Lolly Cash and my general platform is Canada. Uncle Fuasa say we just released the app was released in December. Actual go live no was just January, yeah. But people have been using the app in such a way say Obi Kurampono has made it so easier for them in their lives to receive money and send money. It's the goal is to bring something in the market, not to disrupt things, but to give avenue to other options. And then the other options is to look into what people need most. At the end of the day, Obi say, oh, see mobile money. Mobile money is good. But the question still becomes, who took free Ghana ha? Ekodru man for so what is the use of that? Something has to be. Who from America bedru ha? So dollar no mu hia pa. E wo krom ha. Na den na who free, who krom ha? Ekodru America. Osika na ba be challenge. What you say? So always it doesn't have to be broni ne be bibi ama ya consuming. Yes or no? Nyame adom ye onim de na ye betumi de ya consuming. So that started the evolution of that and has been amazing as of now.
All right. And what I download Lolly Cash no be say enter details who we are now. In fact, I come manage ho kra ye obi de car out me the Lolly Cash dan ne ka. Wa click e mo no kra de request. No I click na I send them and send the so Lolly Cash na send them and say as me say ne ka we no. If you want to pay no say we click pay na tua ne ka. Very simple to say. And one other interesting thing is why in such a way say be our website be. Na opeso man for tua through that system. Lolly Cash system no ema omo create barcode at the to o link software or app or site no to the app enti nipa na betua ka no say or scan or no using Lolly Cash app no scan and pay no or scan ya na atua straight into your Lolly Cash app as scan da so
obetumi e de agu account mu anase betumi agu wallet no now also the payment
right
on the wallet and also on the app no you can use it without withdrawing. You can just use it to do payments.
Right.
You don't necessarily also have to have a bank account.
Right.
When your bank account, where you a separate virtual something, also the enya or world, also the isikano. So just download it and then explore. Abra will explore. No, say you come to understand. Say very easy to use. When you download, yeah, a bit but just download it now. Download the Lollycash app. No, LOLLICASH. Lollycash. One word. Download the app. Necessary na wash us here. Na explore. One thing I say, be at the point, open our link or card, your bank card, Twitter. Maybe na no card na number no edition more. Not just we. But we know to avoid fraud. No, or why I say obo card ne shema. Oba sign as scan card and say be who say obi doing go for card. Emfa card number emfa unity no mama you need the physical card or right to me aye. So go through this process and let us get your feedback. Because this is Ghana near America near ma or year or near man one license backed by the Bank of America.
Yeah, your bank no global payment no they have linked with Bank of America and other banks because omo na omo hold this sikano.
Okay.
On say the difference is say oh yeah direct transaction na e be the aba mobile money anyway na you don't hold the money because there's no wallet restriction. Nti ho asem ka no na enye gidigidi biasa. Right, no akwakoyi. But the moment umo bi akoyi and at the same time so you have an option for the person to hold the money no. You need an actual bank to work with to hold it because anything can happen. It's we doing that and more interestingly no or maybe say America for you to get the trust from an institution say the you be able to do it no you go through a whole lot of process. It's say we are giving an avenue for our people. You made mention of I can say paper niha. Now paper niha no is because niema bimunti. Why would a big company like PayPal with over 300,000 people worldwide employees Emma or Membisa Ghana? Because of how we go about with our transactional process when it comes to the financial institution part. Yenya risk score na wo oman we mono is very high.
Risk say obi betumi disika adwane obi betumi and as a risk say.
Risks as in how we assess our financial stuff. For example, obi
kwaje loan na ebi wo ha risk value that so because you hear nipa na oni ajapade bi ode asi so the tracking is difficult. Those things put together and as a risk then.
That is from the loan mortgage part, right? But risks as in people using other people's card to make transaction. The risk score on air very high because there's something we call dispute. Who raise dispute? Ebia KOFI my statement where so me 200 cedis here media transaction when a fast as no says KOFI can raise a dispute, the bank will go through it and either refund the money or whatever, right? Ushe eno yediano most people do fraudulent activities than most of the African countries. Yes. Ghana no the fraud activity from financial experts is so high than say most of even the bigger African countries.
Wow.
And that puts a very bad risk score on us. So financial institutions and fintech, they are afraid to operate something like Lollycash here. And that is one reason PayPal doesn't come.
PayPal in here,
right. Because the PayPal customer, Ghana, na say or your transaction na obey a transaction na obi aba be dispute say unhu sa card no because if you are to America then obi awia ne card no ha or the transaction it poses a lot of risks. And secondly no authentication method more America to prevent some of these things less in our banking system. right? Because sometimes we have to do ADBF 3D secure type of thing, which is like more of like a third layer security aside the code numbers and the amount to make sure say Kofi swap in a card send the verification code to Kofi phone number to make sure say Kofi na transaction. Sometimes those security measures are difficult to get it in Ghana. So people are prone to people using their card more than it is. And PayPal doesn't want, it's in a business to obviously make profit, right? It's in a say, walk used to pay $100. Not 2 days, 3 days times, you can't clear. Now, the card and the other free paper, a friend bank say, we'll be using it with PayPal. The bank is going back to PayPal to collect the money. And then people have used the money, have lost the money. Then who are we as can who are GD? And some stuff like this, we face some of these challenges because at the end of the day, and even people went into different media stuff and App Store, Play Store to report as a fraud and as a fraud, and they say customers and their feedback. And
how did you deal with it? How did you get it rectified?
So what happened is before Google would, and Apple and the other guys would make any decision, so say I did so might take care of the need proof. Until because we are licensed in Canada, we are licensed in some of the states in the US, and right now very soon in a couple of weeks we will be everywhere in the US. We are licensed in India, we are licensed we have registered our business in Ghana and all those things. They needed document to prove say you are a legit business. And don't forget, if you are doing this type of business, you are being managed by fencing, financial crime. I've forgotten the full meaning of that. America. And in Canada, you are being managed by FENTRAC. It's omun here proof because some organization, before you go through their vetting, for them to say, Kofi, you are now classified as an MSB, which is money service business, Obre. It's Google for GWN, and then they asked us, why are people doing that? So we send our back-end system to them, right, for their support to review. This was what people were doing. Obi card. And I saw no one card or Ghana. See, the funny thing is, before
the reports,
all this report is from Ghana. All the report, it was, I'm going to say 100%. A move 5 to 10%, maybe Nigeria or other places, based on information I gather. Because if you don't forget, before somebody signing up, you might put government ID, your facial recognition, all those things. It's we have the information to link you, and it's very easy. So, and we send everything to them, and then we no adisikana. Intentem na no request is or withdraw. Obe withdraw No na friend bank na ka chiro mo say. I no make his transaction no. Now I just can back. Now waboka. And I can tell you say it's something that you ask yourself say are you intentionally trying to avoid the business, or you are intentionally trying to collapse something that will give you another option? This is why PayPal and those guys.
Anything on
Omoma because one make it transaction one request here may use scanner physically our bank and as a better bank account mwadi. Udi we no. And I was also free of bank no. And I say nyo wa kra the pakra card ni ya the ano free bank and say me kai kra say my refill me wallet and my withdrawal and my BBC, and then they dispute it. So we put your score higher. And what we did is our system is full artificial intelligence system. So when they trigger that and that account that is being having that, the system will put a temporary lock on it. Tinipano komu biema. Sikano we are ne withdrawal na ebi wo kra because you know why? Our bank received the payment. According to banking system, you have 90 days for dispute, right? someone will dispute it, and then our bank will kick the money back to the main source of the card now, the payment. And it's a maybe we are KOFI card, and I'm adding money to my wallet, Lolly Cash wallet. Now, may redraw. I made a withdrawal. No, AI no process it because we detected that card in here, and then it will hold the money. Eventually, KOFI comes in, and KOFI came and make the request to the bank saying, "Yamina mi use way." Then we kick back the money. It's me and can pay Sikano, Menyano. Those were their reports. And funny enough, when Google saw all those things, they were like, "This is not the first time. This is something going on. That's why big guys, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, all those guys, they don't want to go beyond the you can say outside the U.S. market and all those things." It's KOFI. We are on a book in Japan can say we are naturally born bad, no.
Italian solar technology. We are not born then so unkanya edundum. Why? You see, in abundance of water, where there in abundance of sun, you are sleeping in darkness. Italian solar technology say ma yema bow dinosaur nyina solar panels. Na emma we nyina mo ahoden, edu anwumre ne edum nkane a wo de woni problem. And empo pa wo be free CG de no so fi say be mo nyina mo ahoden awia na ma anopa na ma wanwumre 24/7. Frɛ wo mo no me fix bi ma wo company kɛse na ɛno nso pɛsɛ be ma wa be ye ama company ni nyina run on solar. Abra wo tua just 15%. The aka ne spread the amount over 5 years. Na utua ne kakran. Enti friends see a ne me fix o solar no emfa ema o.
Asam no okan no obi wo wa obi office say okan no browser, but in reality no, we are very bad people. I'm part of it. And because how would you do a transaction and intentionally call your bank and of course the banking system, this is how it works. When there's a dispute from the customer, it's being required by law for the bank to get the customer's money after the investigation. Sometimes they lose, but majority of the time the customer wins. Into who business no mum na wo boka. Wrong. At the end of the day, no, for how long will we continue to do this?
That is the question. I pray say soon ebeba ewie na yejai. That I know will never happen. And measures
measures no. Say we scan your card, we let you scan, we map your information now enter against your profile information. When we think say there is a little bit some dispute. Me no here 2 days ago. A brand here be or scan a card no, we detect the say you no, right? And I offer system no send a trigger support into your support team no, more US and Ghana Hanum no, they called, and then every support will be answered. So I get access to review it as well. The na me catch almost friendly panel because sometimes it could be say you had some glitches in the technology. I'm friend no some kind say ne aunt or ye Ghana new or country you bibini ne aunt US and ne aunt no e de ne card ne na ye Chase bank card debit card e de man say on withdraw on use $500. I'm so okay. Mommy evidence a chere conversation, right? Men no kasa wie no. And on it obi ko chatty behaving say any aunt. But the most dangerous part is wayanya nipa no ne driver's license, international driver's license. They buy all these things from the social media, from the media. People sell it. It's or send it by nipa do was no. Bruni abrewa bi.
I say any aunt.
Any aunt. I'm catching say. I can't say what you are saying is true or not, right?
So fast forward, Ekosi saying.
Ekosi saying the Ekosi and say, because some catching aunt and say, on download Lolly Cash. No, mum, the aunt ni mum fa ne card and into so no year transaction number. A basin there. Oh yeah. And we are testing me say, why do you now have want us to scan our
card.
our card.
I guess a fraud for no.
We just have to be careful.
Yeah. Finally, what can the country Ghana do? DNA or minor yenye. Na sa bad record ya ama big benefits as yenyan. Yentuminya.
There was
but before then, Obi person contact you for further clarification on
Lolly Cash, yes, support.
I before I forget, how did you get Brofu to work for you?
I say, Bruni won. I mean, Omwa, I am Rofuni are good, but majority of them are good. Omu, when they see an opportunity, they don't wait. Bruni will see Kofi Aduma working. A bit say, Akwai, in next 4 or 5 years, it will hit. Let me tap into it so fast. And if Bruni to work for me, you was school, IT near mano. And some of the things I don't learn them. About 3 months, I just get up and I try doing it. And I didn't buy me 3 months. I try to figure it out. It will fail. I'm not being peppered with idea. Say I did not fail it. I will go on and on and on. And people started asking questions about, how do you do this? How do you do that? So then I got some white people's friends. And one of my friends introduced me to, you can say, ne papa, where you Bruni. Na man who no, and I'll be some say where are you from? Na me can Ghana say. And on the banner occasion said that he did this, and that. And then our teacher was even amazed because our teacher had it wrong in his code, but his code was working. I said, man, papa and he said, you know what? You are my buddy now, don't worry. It's a free honor, man, no BBBA, no afraid way. Your son need this, get to this guy. Until Crawford may fix it near my mom, may help you build it near my. They don't want to leave you. They don't want to let you go. And then say, I have this, I want to build this. Oh, please, can I work for you? And then now, as I'm speaking to you, aside Ghana Phone 1, if I'm not mistaken, I have about 8 to 10 people who work for me. And when I meet with them, they just want to say, tell us what is. They just want to hear what is here. They don't care about body size. They don't care about whatever. When we go for tech stuff, and they are so interested to know what we are coming up with. But opportunity yawo ewo. And I'm urging whatever for say, when you guys see opportunity, and claim opportunity baby I want to mean buy in. Let me give you an example. When Cash App was released, Cash App is from Square. One of the big guys in America, who yana quickly or could put $5.5 million invested. At that time, they only gave him, I think, 3 or 5% for $5.5 million. Kofi, go to Google and just Google the revenue from Cash App as of last year. If I'm not mistaken, it's over 1.8 billion. Right? They are only in America, and they have just moved to UK recently. So, Bruni who opportunity na oko hontem. Bibini who opportunity na or change adikrebe yeni odi mamwe. Enye ya hwesebe.
We are not risk takers. That is.
But this world is risk. A quite of us who know ba asasi, so it's a risk. How sure are you? It's a bank now ujini dino. Or China bank no in collapse. You heard what happened in Silicon Valley Bank? They have to shut it down. And according to the banking system, if your money is beyond, I think, $200,000 or $300,000 or something like that, within 200 to 500, no, you can't get it back. So billionaires who invested in that, almost cash. So all what it is risk taking. But quickly the world is not going to remain like this. We are saying COVID me cancer be chiro. Okay, say oba yo Virginia no. Me catch say emre bi ba. Asori kura be kon virtual That time now COVID by. That video is still there. And people are going to go to church virtually, do their donation or their tithe and everything virtually. In 2020 COVID by. I'm standing on your platform and telling you, say, something is coming where the way we move money is going to borderless, I shall see a Bitcoin and for. But people are invading with technology in such a way, say, if you are an investor, invest in fintech, financial wallet way, because I bet you 5 years from now, you better come away. And we will ask questions, say, where is our mobile money? We will ask questions, say, where is our bank account? Do not forget, that same traditional banks who didn't want fintech, no, they are the backbone of fintech. What do you say? Fintech is just here, no. PayPal, no, just here 10, 15 years ago, they faced so much challenges because nobody want to allow people to just do transactions without physically going to the bank. Now, who are that same banks who are the backbone that are holding all these fintechs together? Because fintech is the way. So if you are an investor, don't only think about Niema physically, in Chini, Fufu, all those things. Think about something that at the end of the day, no, it's very simple. So be a Zoom. Now to have the year meeting in America. That tells you, say, the borderless things are happening. So maybe physical things are good, but virtual things are taking over. Elon Musk is buying a space space in course, Rono. What did he say? He says, the space out there, near my war space, he has to capture them quick because there's a time coming that people are going to be running the space as it is on Asasiso. I'm telling you now, there are some technology conversation and thing. Don't forget, technology is surface. We have 3 levels of what we are using. We have the dark web, we have the I know dark web, and some people play over there, they do their Bitcoin, whatever there. And what they no way use social media, Facebook. Now and in the dark web, whatever people build, that's what it evolved and about and is well. So things are coming that if I'm a millionaire, I'm going to invest in, and not because I've done lolly cash, no. I'm going to invest in fintech because people are building things under the tunnel. Why would Elon Musk say all Tesla stuff, now he is using crypto stuff. Who could do all the crypto to you? Now I charge your car. Why will he do that? Number 2, why would the banks now, Bank of America now accept crypto, right? Why are they changing? Why are they also realizing, why is it that now we have a space car? As I'm speaking with you, if you go to Google it, when you go to California, on my car, it fly up to only about 15,000 square feet. They are getting license from aviation and all those things to operate. Those cars are going to be operated by fintech stuff. You operate it here, you do this, it drives you. So things are coming that Ghana, we are not ready yet to see those things, but Ghana is a country under this world, and we are going to be impacted.
By the time, before I'm playing the crab, now I bet for a year to that. See, when you fly, more the kind of fly, and none of them where more fly. Ghana have fire. Boom! She won't go. Not just we see America on the corner. But back to your number, contact or between me, Rachel. Maybe somebody wants to invest in lolly cash. Somebody has an idea. We say, so that together you build something. Generally, I remember the first time through that IT online. So I believe putting your number will help.
Yeah, absolutely. For lolly cash, there, 0546 872 809. 0546 872 809. And only your WhatsApp number for support, for questions around that. And of course, our support is support@lollycash.com, and only for email and things like that. Now, somehow, okay, now I have 32 mentees. It's a makani year cra. Omo ame mentor mo. Some of them I've not even seen them in person. There was a time here called Clubhouse. This app here, focus so we couldn't come. And all of a sudden I was speaking and a lady back was say, "Pesemekasa." And a man who say, "I want to thank Eric." Say, "Obuam says, yeah, I'm a certified project manager and Amazon security." I'm saying, "Udin this no say, I've been speaking to you." I'm saying, "Minkayo." And you know, at the end of the day, knowledge. You just knowledge, you humble yourself. And then that's second part. And the third part is you learn more. The reason why I like mentoring people, I don't care where they are, is that because it will be the question be bad. I didn't go a minimum, but feel same minimum. It will be some. It puts me on my toes to do research. It will be to be 3 a.m. to research about that. I didn't know what be some. So I can give the person a very tangible response. And Obi anywhere out of those 32, no, Obi anywhere imagine one city that. It's not because Manyasika and Pukros Yotogum and Ambua. But I believe in this. The panel about channel. KOFI, what's that information I can about channel? Unibi. It's why don't you just give the information? We name the correctly. Why don't you just give the information out to that person? Nani panel soon call. Na a home man for swamano. No home ban for swan or banner so KOFI, Takuni, Simpuania, IFA. Now who just kind of first? There's a people who do training, and I'm not bashing anybody who is doing the training, but the interesting part is a bit more training about. Then they come to me to prepare for them for job interview, right? And I'll ask you basic things that a typical job interview will ask. Omunim. Now, so I'm saying, Omako, we hold Virginia, Omako, we hold Seattle, and all those things. So I asked myself, say, one I want to see a dinner and I say, teacher, not information about it. You know, the American is if you have information, I'll bet me a booby. And you need penny and I bet me a boom. Obi frame you, Obi frame cry, I am a referee, responding. But the question is, or more bet me a buano. Give out the information to them for free. Let them go, and then they will come back. And when they come back with good response, it be a samuano. I bet me I am fast with the amount. But if everything is for Weber and Samabuawa, a baby, yes, 32 no, and I don't know. Some of them are coming to me, Papa, of Virginia, June 24th. So it's crazy. Lady B, Nani Sika can of $5,000. COVID time, I apply, Juma apply, 3 places, I training, cyber security training, risk assessment, and Virginia, wow. And I'll buy and I'm catching and say, don't worry. But you have to follow my instructions because we have to. It is a me frost I do with you. Now, Ochana bra. Now, me some question. Go and learn it. Now, prepare. Because we make catch or say, so here we are. When you Jumano, be a week we are. And also, my Juman, I'm saying, no. Let's apply for another job in addition to the Oyano. Because multiple stream of income, no, yeah. And people say, Obi a Juman, I'll call you a channel bet me you ready. So, a Juma be me, no, not so bet me. When you are the who and that's what. And the amount with me out there say what? Now she has 2 jobs. She is a risk assessment lead for one company, and then she is a cybersecurity analyst for another company. It is a permanent case. You are all you everything. I'm so owe me. Because my engine is teku, my engine is simple. Now, suddenly pano nama. As I'm catching and say, one so information I was yano. Obi ba ohwa. Chile pano. And conquer Jeniska because my Juska.
All right. How to contact you?
Oh, US number, no?
Yes.
US.
No, not US. Any contact apart from the other 2 just follow the cash.
Oh, I know the enya baya minya notification.
Okay.
And enya baya minya
056
notification.
no.
056.
Is it?
One mama lose me thought. Me do what you 056 872 809. Yeah. no a number about because we all pull into the same WhatsApp way. And to say yeah, the person or contact here, we will definitely do that. But to answer, I think the last part of your question, which is, what will you do as Ghanaians? You know, Abani one part was open. Abani part and they say, stop getting foreigners to come and do your technology. Once you don't understand what they have built, it's very risky. Adi a osi obi nya no han. Wunim hunim de. Nti wa ya na sa ukotoma. How do you do that? And then that's number one. Number two, invest in the Ghanaians, you know. Whether so you domestically wo ha and also you foreigner. In fact, look, Ghana no Kofi, asem we can ade beche, but the point is that am I yem pain for no feel so mu ye obi o. Momumrenie and this UNPPO, CPPO, Akuyadonko, whatever no. Most more. It's in legacy na moja no. Se mo live good legacy. Mo man be enjoy bi. If you have a good technology system, and you Kofi nkwa na be enjoy. And you can say, many more and you can be enjoy. Oban be enjoy bi. If there's a good data system, Ghana, your internet boy didn't change America. Why? Because there's huge monopoly. But the good news is, Elon Musk they need the eba, through Nigeria. And on which you are, I think $100 or $150, you enjoy the same level of internet benefit like you are in America. It's through Nigeria here. I think it's something space. If you just Google Elon Musk space whatever na ewo. And Abano should think about letting those same Ghanaians no. Because India for China for Korea for now for to do this technology, building you are they've left it. You are not letting your people understand what they have built, and therefore, how do they maintain it? Now, that is another point. Maintenance. You need maintenance. Yeah, COVID app, Kwabrania discount COVID app in first one. But guess what? We can turn around. Where they made the chemo free Ghana for paying for. You guys take this project and use it for free. Turn this Ghana COVID app, turn it to be an airport app or transportation app. So that when people are coming domestically, or internationally, flying in and out, they just use that app, map it with the information on passport, Ghana card information. They are all in that. You have a database that you can know. Nipa no baby ma on COVID when paperwork now also all what they do is put in your passport information, your record is being pulled, you have it over there, you go there, you reach you can say security phone, you show them your code, they scan it, you are good to go. That is how you build technology. So invest in those things. I don't know maintain that one. Mon Ghana for to come and have the code. If you write an app, you can change the code. Or you can build around it and change the code, use it for something else. And we have to understand, say, look, say, yes, you be a 1 hour, at the end of the day, Uber lolly cash, now so Baba say app now. The only thing the app will do is block you. You don't have access anymore. And guess what? Some people think they are very smart until you know the number for Baba signing app. But they don't know, say, behind the scene, we have information mapping you already. It's in the so we should understand what we should have a renewal of mindset. Say Kofi ya the way, na say oye Ghanaian. Am I young conquer say no? And number two, if there's competition, it's very good. See, you were tap send, you were in your wave for, you were in your remotely, you were in your mobile money. So if there's a new revolution coming in, there shouldn't be a threat. Because guess what? It's going to even help you, make things work, right? So do not go in and pick up some group of people to come and misuse that application so that it doesn't come out. Because guess what? Mumu mu use technology no. But you mubi, any technology no. What you say? What did you say? Some people use the technology, but some of us, we are the technology. So when you crash it 10 times, it's easier for us to rebuild. Dr.
Eric Pope and Yenene Din Komono. Lengthy but very detailed. Jidi say ubenya eso emphaso. Ma okonwado IT tech on fa ho shembi enye bad venture na entimi emwa. And don't forget to download Lollycash. LOLLICASH, one word. Ko iOS hono kwa Play Store. Hoy App Store. Neko and Android and so and Hona Play Store no. Na download Lollycash. Start using it and let us know how you are enjoying it. Here.
And then you pay me up one day. Yarewa and I do crinipa. Me free you. Me make sure we can start here. Carbohydrates. No. Now so what can say? Would it yakasa? Apomide. True green foods. If you're not purposely enumere, ubetimi don't want to true green foods on kwaso. Say eniania, we hear se ubeti na a preventing enyan webi et say hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, and all sorts of metabolic diseases, say stroke, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and in the so forth. And one need true green foods. A boost what you was about. Percent way to so etikakra, and now we maintain no. Kono true green foods. Na ebe ye home na ye fair. Did you be a friend?
703 300 5039 and 703 670 3640.
True green foods. Apomezin kwara chum.
Stop! Spend! Hello people, now Tap Send is finally in New York. You thought we are not coming there. We are in your place. So what you have to do is to make sure you send money to Ghana. If you're in New York, families and friends in Ghana are waiting for you. Don't send it. All you have to do is to put in your information, sign up on the App Store or Google Play Store, and then you tap and send. New York, we are live and in charge, no excuse. So make sure now you use Tap Send to send all the money you want to send to the families in Ghana. You know what I mean? Tap Send. It's secure, it's fast, and it's convenient. Open day. Did I mention my name? My name is Calabos. The only boss. Wait, what then?
Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Hello, love.
Gary, do you have Mommy's parcel for her big day?
The shipping company says it will take 1 month.
A month? Gary, use Rapid.
Rapid?
Rapid courier ships from the United States to Ghana and 9 other African countries within 3 to 5 days. Log on to rapidgroup.com, buy, ship to us, and we deliver right to your doorstep.
That fast?
Yes, that's Rapid for him. Helly sign this.
I thought you only ordered Mommy's parcel.
No, I ordered a few car parts too.
Are you too busy to shop? We will shop for you. Rapid also has a luggage delivery service, so you can make that extra luggage and we will deliver at the lowest rate. Locate Rapid Courier on the Spinters Road off the Lekma Road.
Rapid Courier, just shop, we deliver. Enjoy.
Malata African market, and I'm Papa. African market.
Order for so bronze ha. Now pay African market papa didwa. Mo akoma to yam dia. Malata African market edem sronko. Smoked fish, meat, dry fish, so kenki, rice, yam, fufu flour ni nnuane ahodo afiri Africa. Afei, ye want to papa. Bonre kente, adamma se kente, ahwene ahodo. Ani nneoma bebre na wobenya wo Malata African market. Hwehwe ya chi akwan ene number e wo screen so. Malata African market mu King Kong.
Malata African market, and I'm Papa. African market. African market.
At Diaspora Insurance, we understand the importance of dignified send-offs within Ghanaian culture and traditions. We also understand that you want to avoid the double trauma of your family grieving and not having the financial support to cover funeral expenses when you're not around. With our Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan, you can now cover yourself or your family in Ghana or abroad. With no medicals required, we'll accept you if you are under 75 years. Visit our website today or call us to complete a simple form in under 5 minutes. With Diaspora Insurance, your peace of mind is guaranteed.
The Royals Gari Olonka, premium grade Gari made from hand-picked cassava tubers from the tropics of Ghana. Combined with electrolytes, it is guaranteed to give the most authentic Gari experience and is sure to play like an orchestra of flavors that will tantalize your taste buds. Try the Royals Gari Olonka and experience the holy grail of Gari cereal. The Royals Gari Olonka, it is the clear-cut choice. The Royals, eat like royalty.